and welcome to Dice Friends. This is the 8th and final episode of Dragon's Orders. I'm Dale Friesen, I'm the Dungeon Master this evening, and we will be playing the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons from Wizards of the Coast. Let's do some player introductions. Kathleen?
Hi, I'm Kathleen, and I am playing Mora. I mean, that's...
Mora's a Mora.
If you haven't seen it by now.
Yeah.
If you don't know her by now.
You are probably less irritated than you're going to be. She's a special lady.
My name is Paul, and I am playing Dande, the newly dead, resurrected.
You got
I
better.
guess. Yeah, he was dead through amazing excess of positive energy, but then he got better.
I'm just glad that
Which I guess is worse in a weird way, because when you die from the greatest thing ever possible, being alive again is probably a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
Like that season of Buffy. Just throwing that out there to catch everybody else up.
Wow.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't say which season of Buffy, did I?
You said somebody dies in the best way ever. That's a huge spoiler. Is it Xander?
One can only hope.
He just gets the best accessory.
You never watched Buffy.
I've never seen an episode of Buffy in my life. Somebody pitched it to me as having a musical episode, and that was the wrong choice.
They have an episode where they don't talk.
I mean, that's sounding
They
more...
sort of cancel each other out, right?
Yeah.
I'm Beach, and I'll be playing Bonton, who's an albino hill dwarf native to the lands of Chult. And I have a whole array of cards and
Wow, yeah.
tiny tickets, and
Maybe I should lay mine out.
I've had to plug my phone into a charger because there's some cantrips that I just got that I don't know what they do yet, but I'm gonna have to consult my phone to find out.
And I'm Graham, and I am playing Snack. Snack is a Batiri fighter, level 6, and right now he's feeling a little concerned.
So, as a reminder,
Yeah.
you are at a party in a poison factory. So you're up on the catwalks, which are 20 feet above the floor that holds the poison vats. There are a whole bunch of poison vats. They're covered in unsecured tarps so that the fumes don't distress people too much. Also helping with the fumes is the fact that there's this enormous open skylight that is allowing the exchange of air with the outdoors. There's a bunch of bunting hanging from the ceiling. There are decorative things on the railings that are theoretically keeping people from falling into the vats, although someone did manage to climb over them last time. And there are several food stations around on the catwalks. You are stationed with the
meat?
The meat, and you have Snack's green magical sword that you're using to carve the meat.
That's right.
Forgot it was green.
Yes.
Using a green sword to carve the meat.
And you are near but not at the poison gift baskets. You're off station at the moment because you went to make sure that you could help out with the gnome who was dangling over the side.
Right, in case the gerbil rescue operation went bad.
That's right. And you're over by the pastries.
I sure am.
And Snack has the punch bowl and the vegetables. And Chelavar has just come up to you, and he looks just the same as he always did, but he there's something a little bit more about him. Maybe it's sort of a musk that the construct that he was using never had. Anyway.
He seems less autonomous.
Getting the musk right on your construct is a real tricky part.
To rub it all over your body.
And I believe the last thing he asked you was, are you going to join me or die? Over to you, Graham.
Right.
Tough question.
It's a big decision.
Join you, of course. Why? Who wouldn't want to join Chelavar? Chelavar is strong.
Did you just activate your magic sword? Stone?
Yes.
All right, so activating...
I have a magic stone. It says, it has Chelavar's crest. Once per 10 day, you can shout, Chelavar is strong, to get a +2 bonus to your strength for an hour.
Upon hearing this, Bonton walks behind his cart and ducks down for a bit and begins rummaging inside the cart.
So Chelavar is pleased by your response.
Good.
But it will take too long for me to answer your question, so we will have to go into that another time.
Oh, for people who wouldn't. Right. I assume we could cover it broadly under the umbrella of foolish people would not wish to join Chelavar.
That is an interesting assumption, but not entirely correct. I have several foolish people who have chosen to join me. Take that as you will.
I understand.
It's got a big tent.
Hard to argue with that.
So he's standing there looking around, and he is with the righteous principles, you may recall.
Yes, of course, right.
Should I go over the righteous principles? Briefly,
Sure.
there is a gnome sorcerer who she's wearing white robes. There is Marcello. You have formerly seen him as a paladin, but now he's wearing long white robes with white stars, and he has a tall white pointed hat and a white eye patch and a big white quarterstaff. And there's
Marcello
12
the White.
Yes. Well, all the righteous principles wear white.
Yes.
That's so hard to keep clean in a battle situation. The dry cleaning bill.
Oh, they didn't come here looking for a battle.
They're just doing security, and briefly there's also Trell the Fighter and Joffo the Bard and Sweet Paloo the Asimar. You don't know yet what he does, other than look very pretty.
Right.
So Chelavar turns to them and he says, all right, so mingle with the crowd. Remember, try your best to find out what is going on in Waterdeep. And also, Snack, you should do the same.
Mingle at the party?
Well, mingle with the people who come up to have your punch and vegetables.
Yes, absolutely.
And let me know what you discover after.
I absolutely
There's
will.
like a little
Try and-
punch left in the punch.
Yeah.
It's mostly rubbing alcohol at this point.
I'm Snack is not gonna like volunteer any to Chelavar, just in case.
Just in case he thinks it's something bad.
What, like yeah, like some sort of paint stripper?
You
Yeah.
had been holding some out to him.
Yes.
But I think Sweet Paloo will come and take that.
Oh good.
And have a sip of that. People are starting to move around. There are a lot of people at this party. You're rummaging down. You're kind of looking over the rail. There was an elf who helped the gnome and the gerbil back up.
Yeah, so if they're back up,
They're
then,
back up.
then I can move. I'll move back over to my station,
Okay.
which I'm assuming my station is for like people leaving, right? So
Your station is where people walk by, they're looking around the factory, and you're like, here, have a free sample of our poison.
right, which is just a great idea at a party.
And the four of you are in flower tower uniforms, which are light green and white tops and then white kilts. Except for you have kind of a leather pantsuit that's white and green, and it's your studded leather armor that you converted.
Yeah. I look very sly.
It's like
Green?
like a pale minty green sort
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
I feel like we look like 50s diner employees by way of Waterdeep.
Yes, that
Nice.
it's hard to go wrong with that image. Yes.
I like it. I like this a lot.
All right. So I'm like watching Chelavar talk to Snack, and Chelavar's walking away.
Yes.
Is he walking towards the center of the room?
He's at this point not walking very far away from Snack. He's just kind of watching people disperse and looking at who is here in the room. And he pulls out his monocle and starts looking at various people around the room.
Now the center of the room where we want him to be is sort of a dais, right?
Yes.
And the hope is that he's going to want to give a speech at some point.
Well,
That was the sort of thought. That was the thought from what's her name?
Jensen.
Jensen.
right. Hyavrin Sora is going to be giving a speech from there. And Jensen's thought was, there's no way Chelavar is going to let her have all the spotlight time.
Right.
It doesn't actually seem that unreasonable of a assumption.
Do we know when the speech is going to happen?
Nope.
All right. I'm just going to keep on serving punch and
Okay.
vegetables until then.
All right. So some very drunk people are now wandering the catwalks. And
Great
I
idea.
can't help but feel partially responsible.
Really, it's not. You didn't do any of this.
I guess, does Snack even know what Mora did to this punch?
You
You could
might have
probably
seen it
get
out of the corner of my eye.
You could probably get a whiff of it. Yeah.
What happens when you dip a vegetable into it?
Just like a little
I
puff of
wouldn't-
smoke
yeah.
come out.
Roasted
I
broccoli.
don't know. An orc gave me some of the good stuff, and now,
Good stuff.
well, he
Yeah,
said it was.
what was it called? Orc something?
Choke.
Choke?
I don't know.
I don't know. It was one of the other Moras. And he,
Broth, orc broth.
It was orc broth, and
Yes.
now, and now I would say there's a distinctly acrid odor to the punch. That's how you know it's working.
98% good stuff by volume.
so you're near the door to the rest of the poison factory that
Right.
isn't the big floor.
Right.
And the door kind of opens a crack. And from beyond the door, you're like, psst, psst.
Can I see?
Well, the door isn't open enough.
Hello?
Is the coast clear? For what? Is Yavrin Sora there?
Is Yavrin Sora there?
No, nowhere near you.
No.
So the door kind of opens, and the guy who carried the punch bowl over
Oh, yeah.
walks out, and he has got some white and some green kind of tarps that he has put around himself. He comes out with a tray. Because remember, he was told he wasn't allowed to be at the factory, and he wanted to have some of the punch.
Right.
So he comes out with this tray, and he walks out, and he sees Chelavar, and he turns around, and he walks right back through the door.
Good.
Yes, he was one of the
Like Poison Factory.
poison
Yes,
factory
yeah.
workers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Should have asked a more specific question, I guess.
Yeah, he said, is Yavrin Sora around? No. he just wanted to get back into the party?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey, it's a
Fair.
swinging party.
I can't fault him for that, yeah.
Yes. So Yavrin Sora is making her way to the center.
Okay.
And as she does so, Chelavar's like, oh, this should be good. And he steps toward the center. He's not actually walking, but he's moving until he's leaning over the rails watching what she says. Mm-hmm. So Yavrin Sora gets to the middle, and there's kind of a drunken party going on. You got people coming over. So you're giving away some fluids? I've heard good things about the fluids.
yeah, just maybe don't like drink it right away. This is more for other people. It's a free sample.
I'll give you yours if you give me mine. That sounds awesome. Let's do that.
This is a terrible idea.
You have some very, very drunken people looking for the punch, and they have come and found you.
No. Punch over there. This is for later.
You can tell them it's poison.
This is poison. Don't drink this. The punch is also kind of poisonous, but in a different way, in a more fun way.
So this is poison, and that's poison, and this poison is here, and
You
that
know what?
poison is not here.
That's poison for later.
That's poison for later.
No, the vials. There are vials of poison. There's samples. The punch is just really good punch.
Did you know you're a cat?
Yeah, that happened.
That's
yes.
how sober
That-
people
that
talk to
happened.
cats.
You're a cat.
Yeah.
What a good kitty you
Look,
are.
go over there.
Oh, okay.
Eventually you run out of patience
Yeah.
dealing with drunks.
Go that way. Go.
Can I be like getting some guests over to my table? It's like, who's drunk and wants some meat? Want some meat, my friend? Give me some. I got some meat for you to eat. Eat this treat. It is meat. Meat. Mora's getting into it.
All right, so you're slicing the meat with the magic sword.
I am. carefully. 'Cause,
Right.
You know, I can use a sword.
That's your demonstration of you using a
Or
sword
I think
properly.
she's being careful.
So as long as you don't roll a 1 on a d20 while you're using this magic sword,
Perfect.
nothing
let me,
happens.
Let me roll a d20 for you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, that's going to bode well for the rest of the night.
It's a 12.
That does not count. Reroll, please.
It's a 9.
Okay, great. All right, so you've got people coming over to your meat treat feet.
I'm doing some impromptu kebabs because I've gotten, there's still some like vegetables left on the plate, like decoratively, so I'm like skewering meat onto parsnips.
Awesome.
Do
Long and pointy.
do people here know Chelavar?
I don't think that we can universally assume anything for the people at the party.
I guess what I'm saying is that like, does he have? Does he have like a
Nobility about him?
People all like coming to talk to him and
He
stuff.
has a couple.
He's known as a person. He seems to have people coming and talk to him and stuff.
Yeah, and the righteous principles were clearly his entourage, and some people recognized them and were like, wait a minute, does that mean that guy is their boss? Well, their boss is a dragon, kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Is anybody whispering about the righteous principles burning down a bakery?
It wasn't all the news.
Can like start spreading our own little rumors.
Yeah.
You can. Now, you've got the pastry table happening.
Sure do.
Now, remember, you have to keep sprinkling the powdered sugar as you bring out the new things.
Yeah.
And,
I've got an awful lot of pastry and an awful lot of powdered sugar.
all right.
Yeah. I keep spreading it on.
And you said you weren't pressing people to have punch? I feel like at this point...
I don't think they need the help.
Yeah. Once you have a bit of this punch, you just immediately want more of this punch.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is terrible. More, please. Oh, this is awful.
Oh, I hate it more.
Yeah. All right, so Yavrin
No one's
Sora,
eating the vegetables.
they're having the parsnip snacks
No,
with the meat.
that's why I started putting parsnips with the meat to get them to say, who wants a parsnip?
Fiber is important.
Yeah, I bet Chelavar was like, yeah, put some parsnips on there. They're extremely nutritious. They have a broad array of vitamins and nutrients. And everybody's like, bleh.
I want some of this roast beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelavar didn't even know there were going to be pastries here because he doesn't approve of that.
Ah.
Just improve of pastries.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad for your waistline.
Oh, right, of course.
So, Yavrin Sora gets...
She's doing her speech.
But the point is that has reached the middle, and all of this stuff is still going on, and she kind of knocks on the railing, and she's kind of looking around, and she doesn't have a gavel, and she says, excuse me everybody, and there's just drunken, people trying to drink the poison, or people sneezing because there's powdered sugar, or what have you. There's a lineup for the punch, and she's not having any success. And Chelavar just kind of shakes his head, and I'll be right back, and walks to the middle.
Oh.
Now, you haven't seen Jinsen in a while,
Right.
but that's because she has been working on the bunting up in the ceilings, and it's not necessarily very well lit, and when you kind of look up in her area, there's sunlight because it's by the open skylight, so she hasn't been very visible. But as soon as Chelavar reaches the inner dais, she shouts, "Now!" and drops from the ceiling because she's in an open area where there's no catwalk.
Right.
And she's just hanging there at the right level with her gem.
All right, here
So,
we go.
this is where we're going to roll some initiative.
Oh my goodness.
Oy.
Oh, okay.
Could be better. Roll initiative.
All right, Mora.
16.
Thank you. Donde?
20.
He's so fat. Snack
11?
and Bonton.
13.
Oh, we all did pretty well, honestly.
This is one of these things where we're like, haha, we all have our gems. Now what do we do?
Concentrate on them, right?
So you know how to activate magic items.
Okay.
Oh, oops. So you were the fastest.
Okay.
So Donde, you're
So I grabbed my gem. I guess was like under the table. Like
yes.
And so, and then doing whatever. I guess we have to activate them all at the same time, right?
Well, yes, they all have to be active at the same time.
Okay. So
You activate yours, and that means 2 are active.
okay. Whatever sound it makes. Wow! Wow! Wow!
Yeah.
Great.
More of a.
Gotta find the right setting on it.
So Chelavar sees the two of you doing this. He looks back at Jinsen, and he looks over at Donde, and he says, "Oh, this is poorly timed. It's lovely that you're trying to do some sort of pyrotechnics display to honor me, and that is appropriate. But we're going to have a conversation later about interrupting people." And that's all he does this round. Mora.
I was told to activate the pyrotechnics.
All right. And you are one of the... So this is going to be a pentagram. And you are sort of at the far side from Jinsen and Donde. So now there is a beam of light from you to Jinsen's crystal, and there's another beam of light from you to Donde's crystal.
Oh, we have a triangle now, essentially?
Well,
Or is it
no,
still
it's
focusing
an
in the center?
upside-down V.
I see, okay.
Candy's like, I told you they were going to betray us!
V for Chelavar. Chelavar.
And she's getting ready to cast a spell.
Uh-oh.
Bonton.
It's not dialogue, so I don't have to say it that way. I reach under my cart and pull out my crystal with one sleeve of my robe dangling off, with my arm through one sleeve of my robe, with the other half dangling off the other
In the
side.
process.
You were in the middle of getting changed.
I was kind of like, well, because I have to keep doing the whatever, but I have one sleeve through the thing. I'm holding the crystal. I'm like, it's ready to go, like that, whatever, right? I'm ready.
While like putting your robe on with the other arm.
Yeah, well, I've kind of got it like this, and I'm trying to get to the other side of the thing, but I've got my one arm up like this, so.
So that will, now you've got 3 parts
Excellent.
of the pentagram. And you beat most of the righteous principles in initiative. I mean, most of them rolled badly, but...
Snack's got nothing to. Snack has nothing verbal to add to the proceedings, so.
Okay. That went much more smoothly than I expected.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's about to go
Well,
very
let's-
smoothly
yeah,
in just
let's-
5 minutes here.
Let's not jump ahead of ourselves here. Let's see how we go.
Let Dale finish talking.
All right, so now you have these 5 lines that form the pentagram, and Chelavar and Hyavrin Sora the Dragonborn are in the middle of this pentagram,
Okay.
which you knew.
Yeah.
And they both kind of freeze, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay.
So well done getting this far.
Does it work on? I guess we'll find out if it works on 2 dragons at once.
Well, only one of them had the scale. It changed
Yeah.
in here.
Oh,
Right. Yeah.
Really hope we got the right scale.
So
What other dragon scales are running around here?
We paid a lot of money to make that problem go away.
Marcello is waving his hands and just kind of going la 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 la. And he has dropped his staff, so he picks it up.
Marcello.
I can't wait to figure what the hell's going on.
And Trell's like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you need to stop that. And he draws his sword, and he is closest to the punch table that is now a meat table.
Uh-oh.
So he is coming at you with a sword. He's not going to attack you this round, but he's getting close.
Well, boo.
And Joffo
Good old Joffo.
He's like, I think we need more information about what's going on before we rush. Chelavar said this was a pyrotechnics display, right?
Don't want to repeat the whole bakery thing.
Oh, Jaffa was rightly wary.
And Candy's like, shut up, useless!
Oh, that's mean.
Poor
Can I yell,
Jaffa.
that's mean? As a response. As a triggered ability. I don't know.
Sometimes the truth is cruel.
Joffo is great.
And
He saved Marcello.
I don't think Candy cares.
Sweet Paloo is noticing this happening, so he quickly downs his, it's either his second or his third punch.
That's probably a mistake.
Well, I mean,
It's
he's
more
an
of a-
Asimar, so he might have more stamina than the rest of
It's
us.
more of a sipping drink.
It's more of a pouring outside into some bushes drink at this point.
What do you have against the bushes?
And then I think he spends the rest of the round coughing.
Good.
So, that brings us back to Donde. You've got this working. Clearly, you can see that he is not moving right now.
Right. Now, we don't know whether we have to, like, keep this going
Right, you
for,
do not
like,
know.
100 years.
I mean, that better not be the case. Hold?
Hold it, and I guess get ready to punch people with my other hand.
Sorry, I didn't have Yavrin in there.
Oh, you're right.
But she's not doing anything. Like, I
Yeah,
just forgot to
that's
activate
fair.
her.
So yeah, I will keep concentrating on it or whatever I need to do to keep it active, and pointing it at the thing. And I guess maybe, I guess she doesn't. Jensen doesn't know how it works either, or how long it'll take to work either.
Right, so what you've figured out by now is more or less what you've said. In order to keep it going, you have to concentrate and you have to keep it in position.
Right.
So you can absolutely, be ready to punch someone.
What we don't know is how long before it's like a permanent thing.
Correct.
Okay, if at all. Okay. Well, I guess I'll kind of stand here and do that. And
All right.
be a little concerned that because my mobility was sort of a large portion of how I fight. But okay, let's do this.
It'll be fine.
Fine.
It's the last session. What do you got
Yeah.
to lose?
I have
Exactly.
like a ladle and a skewer, I guess.
All right, Mora's got your sword.
Mora's got my sword.
I mean, do you have other weapons on you?
I
ladle and a skewer.
I didn't specify.
Are you
Ah.
proficient with axes?
Better than fists.
Okay, good to know.
You two are not.
No, we're
adjacent.
not close
anywhere
enough
near
to
each
each
other,
other.
yeah.
All right. Chelavar does nothing. So it's Mora, then Candy.
Mora is. So
Trell's coming for you.
he is. He certainly is. I am going to, because I can do this as a free action, use my item, my Steve bag. In fact, with my other hand.
That's true.
Hooray!
It's like, okay. Concentrate on this. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle.
Go, Steve!
Go, Steve, and fling it at Trell.
Wow, that sounds awesome. Percentile and then D8, please.
Yes. Okay. So on the D8. Wow, a 2, and then the percentile,
All right, so not the gerbil.
and 80. It's an
Well,
82.
You need a...
Oh,
No, you need to roll the other half of the percentile. You've rolled an 80.
yeah.
Well, it's not 100 though, is what we know. We only care if it's there's a 1 in 100 chance that the bag sets to dogs for a little while.
Okay, right. I forgot about that. Okay.
So the D8 is a 2.
It's a 2.
So you've had a 2 before. This
Wow.
is the Simsi demon. The last time the Righteous Principles saw you, you also summoned. He's called the Jungle King.
Right, the demon.
He's
Yes.
very small.
Yes. Ha! Here I am.
Could you protect me from that very angry man, elf that's coming towards me, Simsi Demon?
Yes. And he rushes over to Trell. You just stop right there. Don't you go any further.
Rip Simsi Demon. Maybe I'll slow him down.
And he's got a big horn on his forehead, so he's like, as Trull is running in. He's got his horn lowered. I guess we'll see how that progresses. First, however, it's Candy's turn.
Right, she was casting a spell.
Oh.
She is casting a spell. I forgot to ask for the brick of D6s earlier.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Here, there's a couple over here. We've
Does
got.
You want
does
the really
poison-
tiny ones?
I
Or
guess
here we go.
we'll find out
We've
whether the
got-
poison gives off volatile.
we have a selection.
Thank you. I'll just
the
take
ones
this
that are
one.
highly visible or readable.
Yeah.
We're gonna die.
No, I'm only casting this at Bonton.
I mean, I would
She's
hope.
just fireballing Bondon.
Yes, she's just fireballing Bonton. Oh, wow, she
Isn't-
rolled well.
Isn't this like a crowded party?
Yes.
Like there's a bunch of people who are going to get caught in this as well as Bondon.
Yes.
All
Candy
right.
has poor judgment.
Yeah.
Yes.
This, I don't know if the righteous principals are that righteous. You know what?
So, I rolled 42, which is well above average.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
For damage?
Yes. But if you like,
Yeah.
you may attempt a dexterity save to leap out of the way.
I think I'm.
Leap
Oh.
where? What does that mean?
Well, we're on catwalks.
Yeah.
I can't just pick any direction. I have to pick more catwalk or the
that
ground.
will, and that will put you out of position on the
It sure would.
pentagram. And then again, if you just die, that'll also put you out of position. on
Would
the
42 damage kill you?
It would not. Could I jump behind my cart as a way of blocking fire? I mean, it's got
So-
pastries all over it.
You've got your crystal in position,
I sure do.
and you want to leap behind the cart while keeping your hand in the same place. Is that
I
correct?
can't keep it in the same place. It would move
It would
with
be
me.
difficult. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm saying yes, you can try. I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you're trying to try.
Yeah.
Because yes to anything. Sure, you
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay. If I can, because it would only be moving a little bit.
We don't know what the tolerances are.
Yeah.
We're
What's
about to
the-
find out.
What's the radius of a fireball?
Well, because she
At
can,
whatever
depending
level.
what level she is, she can exclude people from it. But I don't think she's been smart enough to exclude everybody who. Well, how many people are getting pastry though? What's the radius?
There are several people getting pastries, and
Those poor bastards.
so she is in fact a sorcerer who can exclude people.
Right.
And everybody is leaping out of the way.
Uh-huh.
We will see how many of them didn't need to.
I'm gonna try to leap behind my cart, and
All right.
but keep my arm up so it's gonna get severely singed.
So before you roll, if you fail, are you failing by staying in position? Because the DC is higher than it needs to be. If you're in the window
Right.
of, I've succeeded at one thing but not both. Are you succeeding at staying where you are and taking full damage, or are you succeeding at avoiding the damage but breaking?
I am succeeding at keeping the crystal active.
Okay.
But basically flopping all over the place like an idiot.
Okay, off you go. Roll your d20.
All right, which one did you succeed at? Which of the many ways did you
Is that a
succeed?
natural 20?
That's
Are you
a-
happy?
That's a 1.
Oh, that's a 1.
Well, it's a
well.
moot point anyway.
Beej rolled a 1.
How fun.
I have
So,
a pencil, please. I have to start subtracting hit points.
Wait, our initiative
right
just
here.
went away.
I assumed that our tech
you've
person
only
had
ones.
something to say.
Oh, okay.
Heather's just saying some stuff.
I was
It's
like,
okay.
oh no, we failed real bad.
Giving me grief.
All right.
I don't think that D20 is very good.
I'm wondering about that all of a sudden. So take 42.
So the
right.
pentagram falters.
Falters but not fails.
Falters and fails.
Oh, okay.
And Hyavran Sora kind of shakes her head, and she can move again, and she doesn't know what's going on, but she just leaps off the catwalk.
Into a vat?
Well, she rolled a 3, so I'm thinking maybe yes.
Oh, don't. It was a very stupid idea to put the
she's-
party on the catwalk.
There are 9
She's gonna wish-
vats.
Someone burned down her nightclub.
She's gonna wish they spent the extra 5 minutes to secure the tops on those vats, isn't she?
Yeah.
That would have been way more than 5 minutes.
Not every vat maybe has poison in it.
No.
And some vats probably just have stinky stuff.
This one had poison in it, but it's not contact poison.
That's good.
Good for her.
Yeah. So it's Bonton's turn.
Bonton is going to square up to reform the pentagram because
All
I
right.
still have hit points.
As far as we
That's
know,
a full action, right?
It's an action to activate a magic item.
Okay.
Unless you have some ability that lets you use objects
Right.
as some other kind of action.
Cool.
Which I do not.
from what we saw,
Bonus action.
Probably. Or-
Chelavar did not move when that happened.
He might be about to, but it was
wasn't
Tavern
his-
Sora's go.
Right, okay.
And I'm curious to see what happens now, but I think you just stand up and reactivate it.
I would, yes.
All right. That's
I also have bonus action things that I might just because I just realized I have another thing I could do.
Your magic weapon might be good here to protect you while you're
So
doing
while you're trying to figure out what you're doing, I'll
Yes.
just say that a few other people leapt out of the way of the fireball, even though they were excluded, because they didn't know they were excluded.
fair.
So there are now 3 vats that have people on top of the canvas sinking into the vat and screaming for help.
Okay.
Ah, whoa, the righteous principals might want to go help their party guests, though. Maybe that's a good distraction.
That does sound like what the righteous principles ought to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're supposed to be the good guys, right?
You would think that someone who thinks themselves the good guys and calls themselves the righteous principals would do that.
Who attacked me again?
Candy.
I bet-
Candy. Candy is a
Gnome sorcerer.
norm sorcerer. Their major thing is wisdom or intelligence?
Charisma.
Charisma.
I bet Joffo and Marcello would help
Let's
those
take a
people.
chance. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary, which
Okay.
allows me to ward a creature within range against attack. And it's not a concentration spell, so I can maintain this while I'm doing it. It means that until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature, i.e. me, with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Okay.
Cool.
So you do
What's
that.
that next
Oh,
sentence?
this spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as the explosion of a fireball. Ooh,
Awesome.
That's
you've
a
done that.
problem.
All right. Hey, Snack,
Read
it's
the
your
full
turn.
spell book.
The full card explains the full card.
I don't have any fun bonus things I can do, so I stand.
You don't have your bow, eh?
No, but
It's
even if I
two-handed.
did,
Oh right.
even if I did, I would. I'm still holding this thing.
Right.
So I'm holding strong with my crystal here, boss.
I guess we don't know whether we could just like put it in the right spot and then walk away.
I mean, what's the right spot?
Like you can't just set it on
Like-
the table.
Yeah, you've got to be focusing on it.
Right.
So there was a knife that you set aside in favor of your sword for carving the meat. If you want to, you can pick that up in your other hand.
Probably better than the punch ladle. Yeah, I'll pick that up.
Okay.
I got
Good
this
thing
knife.
Candy didn't fireball your table, otherwise it would be a double explosion.
Ow! I mean, it would make a very nice fire. I
It'd
don't
be
know
like
if the
a
punch would
fireball with
explode.
with a mushroom cloud that came out of the
Oh my god. And then just
Man,
like
that was
blue.
coming up next round.
Then just like invisible flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Marcello is like, levitate! And he's pointing at one of the party guests who has fallen. He's got his staff out. He's like, levitate! And then he puts it on top of a railing. And he's like pretending that it's underneath. He's trying to push down his hand. He's like, levitate! Get out! You can do this!
So far, there is no indication that this is actually more than just a stick that he
Right.
has. Okay.
Well, it's painted white.
right.
So, Trell.
Go, Marcello.
I mean, Marcello's trying to help people, so I'm in.
Yeah.
Go, Marcello.
Yeah, exactly. Got
Trell
the right idea.
runs past the demon who tries to stab him with his horn. And surprisingly, does.
Oh!
Woo!
For
Go
1 point of
demon.
damage.
1 point.
Good job.
Maybe, like I said, maybe he'll slow him down.
Good
so-
pokey demon.
The demon drew first blood and from our side. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You guys have demons helping you out. It's cool.
What happens if you throw the Steve bag twice before? Can you only have one thing appear at a time? If you activate it a second time, does the first one disappear?
The gerbil's still around.
Yeah, it's,
Oh yeah.
it's 3 charges per day on that Steve bag.
What if you rolled the same twice on this guy? Because he seems like a distinct character.
If only there were some way to find out.
I mean, I've got 1 more charge. I can use it as a free action too,
Yeah.
because I'm a rogue.
Bonus action.
Or a bonus action.
Yes.
I think free
Meanwhile,
action is outdated terminology. I could be wrong.
there are free actions.
Okay.
But you get more of them. You only get 1 bonus action.
Right. Thank you. Yes. I know how the system works. I've only been playing it for months and months and months every week.
So, Trell
Yo!
has his sword,
Oh dear.
and he's gonna swing at you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Deal with that.
Yep, I sure am.
How's a 19?
Well, that sounds like it would hit me, but I do once per round. I can have damage from a source you can see attack me because I have uncanny dodge now that I'm level 5 as a rogue. So he's gonna hit me, but I'm gonna be like,
Is it just auto misses?
no, I have the damage.
Oh, half the damage. Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
once per round I can do that from a source I can see attack me, and I'm pretty sure I can see Trell attacking me.
Yes, you can.
We can all see a troll attacking you.
So, he does 9 damage,
Oh, yikes. Okay.
and you take 4.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Great.
Once per round?
Once per round.
Wow. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Yeah.
It's like, what? And then he attacks you again.
Well, I mean, hey, you did, right?
Yep.
Oh, but this is not as good. How's a 13?
It does not hit me.
Yeah, I didn't think it
It's gonna
would.
clang off my armor, more technically, I guess.
Sure.
Or he's so baffled by the dodge. He's like, what
Trell
the-
appears to be some kind of fighter, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
just one of
He corrected for the dodge, but you didn't dodge the second time.
yeah, it's like one of these moves where I'm like, but my arm stays still.
Yeah.
It's like very fast. Oh, yeah, I have a stone. It says Chelavar. I can say Chelavar's quick too. They're even faster.
Nice. So Joffo has the rope that was used earlier to help the gnome,
Yay.
and is tying it off on a railing so that he can use it to help people out of the poison bats.
Good job, Joffo.
Good old Joffo.
Yeah, Jaffo's a good Jaffo's a good dude and a good friend. Jaffo is underappreciated.
Pass me the book. Would you
yeah.
say that this carving knife is akin to a dagger?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I would.
Cool. I'm just gonna go look that up.
Cool. So, Sweet Paloo, having had 3 glasses of punch,
Oh no.
runs toward the railing of the catwalk and leaps over it while wings appear behind him, fluttering unsteadily. And he says, Trell, pointing vaguely at Trell, do I beat up the bad guys or do I save people? And Trell is like, our job is security, take care of the bad guys. And Sweet Paloo is like, maybe. And just is trying to hover and is losing altitude.
Oh no.
So at the end of the round, people are kind of starting to run. So Thog the half-orc, however, comes over and says, Susan, I think that rock you have is doing bad stuff. So you should run away with me. Wait, that sounded bad.
Aw.
You should run away with me.
Aw, Thog, that's real sweet. Thog, that's incredibly sweet of you, but I was hired to put on a pyrotechnics display, and I am not somebody to leave my duty. But Thog, go forth and tell everybody that Mora Nihar was overrated but not a bad person.
Okay. And Thog leaves. Lots of people are leaving at this point. They're trying to be orderly, but they don't know what's going on.
I like Dog is like, you should come with me and leave. Also, there's a guy standing right beside you, stabbing you with a sword. Okay,
Yes.
I guess I'll leave.
Yes,
Bye.
that is exactly what Thog is doing. He's just totally blasé. And there's also a demon.
Right, yes.
And there's this pyrotechnics show. Yeah, he was all about his friend Susan.
Aw, this is a nice guy, Thog. That's why I don't want to get him involved.
Yeah.
He's out of booze. He took all his booze, too, so.
He donated it.
Well, yeah,
to
but
the cause.
I was just saying, he doesn't have any booze anymore, so what's the point in staying?
I suppose. Party's over.
Done day. Okay, so where is Candy?
So Candy's on one of the catwalks.
Candy and Trell are the ones who are actually like actively attacking us right now.
Well, and possibly Sweet Paloo.
And it's possibly Sweet Paloo. And none of them are within any kind of fist range of me.
That's correct.
Guess we'll like get Trell to come over here. Trell, you suck! You should come over here and I'll fight you with my bare hands.
Yeah, I would like an elf baiting roll, please.
With my cat hands.
Uh,
Elf baiting.
Ooh.
oh, I rolled a 16. Would this isn't deception because I want this to happen.
This might be some sort of intimidate check.
All right. Well, I have 0 for that, so 16.
Okay. All right. So 16 is certainly some. We'll see what he does on his turn. And Chelavar goes completely stiff and motionless.
Has he not been stiff and motionless before?
He has been unmoving, but I wouldn't have called him stiff. And this is more like before he would at least have been obviously breathing, for
Right.
example.
Ooh. Hold on a few more, some amount of rounds yet.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like until I hear Jensen go, sure, good enough, right?
I don't even know if I trust her to make that call.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I mean,
So Jensen says, "Did it work? Is that good enough?" Mora.
I'm really hoping you would tell us.
Holy crap.
how about one more round for safety?
Round of what?
Don't worry about it.
So there's a guy in your face
Yep.
with the sword.
Yep.
You also have a demon who gets to act on your round and
Yeah.
comes over and says, "Stop that, you bad elf. You should leave her alone. Listen to the demon telling you what to do."
What a good job he's doing. I'm going to let him keep doing that. He doesn't need me to micromanage him.
And then he tries to stab him again with his horn.
Okay, good job, my friend.
And it's a natural 20.
He's so motivated.
Which does
I'm so
like 2
proud of
points of
him.
damage.
Does 4 points of damage.
Wow! Nice! Go, little demon guy!
That's potentially more than I might be able to do with my dagger.
Yeah. See, you know what this is? This is good management. I just gave him an instruction and I let him fulfill it however he felt like doing so, and it's given him the enthusiasm to do his best work. Don't micromanage people. I think that's the moral of the story. Go demon.
What are you doing next?
Trell is like, that's not true at all. Micromanagement is the true characteristic of a proper manager. Chelavar has explained this to me. This is sort of your opportunity. You have a big green magic sword.
I'm not very good at using. Well, actually, I do use a sword. I use a
Yeah.
short. I can use long swords.
You
I'm
broke
proficient.
a bunch.
Yeah. Okay.
But does doing a normal attack break the concentration of the crystal?
No.
Oh.
There are specific rules for concentration.
Okay.
You can attack while you're concentrating on something.
Hey.
You just can't do another concentration.
Right.
Okay.
So if you have a concentration spell, you can't do it.
That's correct. Or else I'll break the thing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You can do it.
Yeah, but don't.
Yep. At this point, took 42 points of damage. Not going to do one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that it's in my other hand. So
Just grab it off the table, whatever.
bonk.
Sure. Bonk away.
Yeah, you
Where'd my-
gotta hit him with the pointy part.
Yeah. Well.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
You rolled a 1?
On your okay, so what happens?
Oh,
so I
this is the
believe-
first time this happened. Okay,
So-
so
I don't
I
have
do.
the sword.
Oh, good.
So what happens is we put a little X on the sheet.
Okay.
Laura,
Holy moly!
keep
Okay,
giving you swords.
so then you roll a you roll 100.
Okay.
So it's both of the.
For both my 10s.
Both
Yeah.
your 10s.
Okay.
And
You want to roll high.
you want to roll 19 or above.
Okay. That seems like
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
the odds
got
are in my
this.
favor.
That's,
It's 7.
That's a 7.
Tell Dale.
Tell Dale.
Kathleen, could you
Hey,
tell
hey,
Dale?
Yeah, yeah.
Here, you were
Dale,
holding this,
Kathleen
I
has
think.
something to tell you.
Oh my God!
So, this is
This is why I don't loan people stuff.
Snack is just like across.
You're 3 for 3!
Snack is like across the other side of the room, just being like,
What did you do?
So you may remember that last time you had one of these green swords and rolled a low on your percentile, that it exploded and hurt everyone around you, including the people trying to fight you.
Yeah.
That is not what happens this time.
you may also remember the other time you had one of these swords and you rolled low and it exploded and hurt everybody around you.
Wasn't that a bow?
It was the bow that
Oh, it
exploded
was the bow.
and did so much damage to
That's
that
true.
thing you shot.
All right.
So, this sword turns fluid and rapidly melts into the handle, which melts into your hand.
Ow.
Oh, like an M&M.
Yes, just exactly
No.
like an
Wait.
M&M.
Not in your hand.
All right, my bad.
Like an M&M doesn't.
Yeah.
So, the first piece of good news is that you only take 4 points of damage from this.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
And the second piece of good news is that the palm of, I guess it was your left hand, because you were using
yeah.
so the palm of your left hand now has that green color with the black vein pattern on it.
Oh, like permanently, like a tattoo.
Yes, and detects as magical. I guess you don't know that right now.
Okay.
Now you
And
have,
the sword is just gone.
and now you have an additional level of sword hand first.
Ooh, I wasn't going to do that, but I like that. Paul says you have an additional level of sword hand person.
We'll work out the stats for that after
Okay.
this session, I think.
Wow, that's a really cool thing that your sword can do.
Oh my God.
Do you ask her to make it come out again? Because that's what I'd do.
I'm just like,
Go web!
just like staring, appalled, like.
I break magic items, apparently, is my thing.
More
I
on Magic
love,
Spade.
I love the idea of just
Do you
like
know how many times I've used that sword?
Constantly!
to like
I've never even rolled a 1 with it, let alone rolled a 1 and then failed the
it's the first time I
percentile.
used
The
it.
18% chance.
I like the idea of just like you give her a sword and she's just like, oh thanks, and then it just melts. It's like, what did you do? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Can I? Well, okay.
Okay.
Because I can use my Steve bag one more time as a reaction. So can I, or as a bonus,
Bonus
action?
action.
Can I be like? Can I look at Trell and be like, hell of a thing that.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
you can
This
do
is
that.
your third and final Steve use for the
This
day?
is my last Steve.
So you need to roll another percentile.
Yeah.
And your
That's,
D8.
that's both
Oh,
the
no.
D10s, yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a golden retriever puppy this time.
Find out. For its sake, I hope not.
It is a 71, and it's another 2.
Well, I guess we find
Are you
out.
serious?
Oh my God, we're learning so much tonight.
Well, so another Tipsy demon comes out and
Maybe they stack.
and says, "Oh, hello. I haven't been here before. I'm the Jungle King." And the first guy's like, "No, shut up, I'm already here. Personal valet." So, Mr. Jungle King's boss, how can I help. Would you like me to style your hair?
Could you help out your boss, the Jungle King? He has a job to do for me. So if you could assist him in poking that man who's attacking me, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. So,
Trell must be so confused.
He just saw a sword melt
He
into
just
my
got
hand.
hit by a demon, saw you swung the sword, which melted into your hand, and then another demon showed up, and
It's
they're
like-
having a conversation about who the Jungle King is.
And it's like she can summon demons, but she decides to summon weird demons
Crap
that aren't really
demons.
appropriate for this circumstance.
Okay,
Well.
here's the deal. This is like, I feel like this one turn has been a very, very efficient summary of Mora's lifestyle.
all right. So,
Oh, moly.
normally when you're helping someone, there's a specific mechanic for that, but he can't help him this round because the other guy's already gone, so he's just going to attack
Okay, that's cool.
and roll badly. So, I'm
Maybe
afraid
Maybe
that
with 2 demons buzzing around his head, he'll have disadvantage on attacks or something against me.
There is a guy in close combat with him, so you can sneak attack him.
That's true. That's true, actually. Helpful.
Assuming you had a weapon that can melt.
I mean, I have some other weapons, I think.
Okay, well, we're done for this round. Cavern Sora is on some canvas tarp sinking into a poison vat.
To a non-contact poison.
Right.
Yeah.
Possibly injury poison. But anyway, so she is probably saying a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't say on the official D&D channel. And that's, she
don't
is
think anybody
working her
watching-
way off.
I don't think anybody watching speaks Dragonborn. So
There we go.
I guess even if it's like
I don't want to make
not a
assumptions.
contact poison, being immersed in it is still going to be super bad.
If nothing else, her shoes are going to be ruined. And she's probably wearing very nice shoes tonight
Well, like
'cause
if
it's a fancy
it
party.
gets in your eyes and like your mouth, like it's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna get into somewhere.
Our pentagram's still active, right?
You tell me.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
We were all,
I-
everything's still
Yeah.
good. All right. Cure wounds. Destination Bonton. All aboard.
All aboard the not bleeding train.
So I am going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. It's a 1st level spell, which means I get to roll 3d8 and add my spellcasting ability modifier to heal.
I have a spare, but my 3rd one shattered.
Oh.
I have a
I'll just take the
spare.
part that says 8.
Yeah.
So, Candy was getting ready to do something.
Oh, no.
But I couldn't
And-
tell what.
Right. She
Yeah.
was just kind of concentrating, and when you do this, this triggers her next fireball.
Before or after he casts it?
As if she's ready in action.
Yes. So hers will resolve first.
Oh. Uh-oh.
So this could be good for you.
Okay.
Because maybe she'll take you down to like 1 or 2 hit points, and then your cure
And
will.
I'm able to cure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Is she
if you like,
Yes.
you may attempt the dexterity save again.
Sure. Was she targeting me, though, with that fireball?
It was just an area
Effect
effect.
thing, okay. Because I'm like, if she's targeting me, maybe I can still get out of this, but I can't.
An area effect such as the explosion of the fireball?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But I'm like, if it's targeting me, maybe it doesn't go off. But anyway. All right, let's see if I successfully dodge this.
Let's.
It landed
Why do you
on its
keep-
edge.
Why do you keep using that?
Use a different one.
Because my little one
just roll it.
sucks. 17.
17's pretty good.
My little one sucks.
You have no
17.
you have no dex modifier.
I have 0 dex modifier.
So 17 is good enough that you can succeed at one of your 2 goals.
Oh my god.
You can take half damage.
I take half damage.
All right.
Yeah, I break the
The pentagram fails.
Yeah, pentagram fails. I take half damage.
All right, let's
I
roll
mean,
some
if you
damage.
die, you're gonna get.
Yeah,
you
it's
hit
gonna
the
fail
penalty,
anyway.
It's gonna fail anyway.
Mm-hmm.
How much health do you have right now?
23.
Wow, you are buff.
Mm-hmm. I had 65.
So, full damage, which you are not taking, is 37 points.
You're okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. That means I take 18, 19, because you...
18.
18? Okay. So from 23, that's...
And then you heal yourself.
Then I heal myself. Let's see how that works.
Man.
Rolling 3d8.
Yeah. And I would like some sort of concentration check from you as well, please.
16, sure.
That's not the right word, but you got blasted with a fireball in the middle of your spellcast.
I sure did. So I'll roll this. So we already know we got
16.
plus my spellcasting mod. 13.
13.
Do you have any bonuses to
Would
that?
Yeah.
my concentration, would that affect wisdom? Or is
Wisdom. This
Wisdom?
is a cleric spell.
Oh, sure.
So 16.
Yeah, so 16.
This is fine. Everything works.
Excellent. Okay.
You're fine.
So now spellcasting.
Is it spellcasting bonus per roll?
It is just 1d8, or you just add extra d8s, and then your spellcasting ability modifier, and then plus my other bonuses because I'm a disciple of life. And I'll work all that out.
Sure. And I feel like you can also shrug on the other part of your robe.
I believe I have done that successfully. Now,
Yes. So it is Snack's turn. The pentagram is broken.
Don't really know what I can do from here.
I mean, if it's broken already, you might as well.
I mean, I think we have time to get it back. I don't want to like leave
we have to.
position.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. We maybe we've done it for long enough already, but who knows?
Didn't think I'd have to do a thing.
Maybe I guess once the only
you
way we'll
don't-
know is when Chelavar's initiative comes up again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You don't have to do a thing. You can stand there with it active, waiting for
Like you can hold. You
Yeah,
can not hold,
yeah.
but you can ready
just
and
maintain this. Yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep my crystal.
I like have your carving knife ready.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Marcello is being somewhat successful in his magic levitation, but he has figured out that he has to be on the floor of the catwalk with his staff, reaching it down instead of using it on. So someone in one of the vats who fell overboard or jumped overboard has grabbed onto the end of the staff that he lowered down there.
Magic.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Good.
Amazing.
Marcelo's a good boy.
So Trell
Oh, hello.
is...
You suck.
Echoing through the room.
Yeah. He really, so he has chosen his next target. He just is like, you guys are so evil. You're just full of demon stuff and demon allies and didn't you have a tail? Why don't you just be a good guy?
I
Now
have a
I have
tail.
to kill you. I'll get to you in a minute. Kill the tail havers, except not the boss.
Yeah. Careful with that one.
Yeah, he's not the brightest. No. Oh, he rolled well on his first attack, I'm afraid.
Okay.
What's my armor class?
My armor class
Yes.
is 15.
Oh, well, I have more than that on my die.
Okay.
So, this is going to be 12 points of damage.
I mean, I can use uncanny dodge.
Yes, you can.
So it's going to be 6 points of damage.
Sure. And then the second attack is also a hit, but only for 5 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
That's cool. I'm just tanking damage here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rogue tank.
Coming for you next.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try.
Have some patience. Bad guys are bad at virtues, but have some. Or come over here. I can fight all four of you.
I mean, I bet you couldn't, but.
He's counting the two demons because he's currently fighting three.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
So Joffo has the rope in position and is helping someone else up out of a poison vat.
Good.
And more people are trying to get away. That's the first piece of good news. The second piece of good news is that your backup has arrived. And,
Is this Yavrin Kava?
No,
well,
wait.
it's
No,
the
we don't-
giant
we don't
burrowing Fuego cats. Because they have come up through the floor.
Oh no.
I don't remember why they're here.
Yeah, Yavrin Kava had a scroll of
Some magic item that
magic
will let
item.
her...
Oh, she had a stone.
that
So, like, we could trade
summoned
away,
giant
yeah.
Fuego cats.
Yes. She also had a stone that you traded for, but that's not what we're talking about now.
That's right.
So she was like, I've got these giant burrowing Fuego cats. I'd rather not use them because I can only do this once. And you're like, you should just go on a ship and get away from here. And she's like, oh, I guess so. That was the last you knew.
Yeah.
But now suddenly here are some giant burrowing Fuego cats. You know what? Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it has nothing to do with Gavin Kava.
that appear to be on our side.
Well,
I mean,
they've shown up.
Okay.
I'm choosing to announce them in a way that makes it sound like they're on your side because I thought that would sound more helpful.
Okay.
So, this round, there are 3 of them burrowing through the floor of the factory.
Okay.
And happily, 2 of them burrow up in a way that does not intersect a poison vat.
Good for those 2 Fuego cats. How's the third one?
So, you may recall that Fuego cats are on fire.
Yes, that's sort of part of their whole deal. Yeah.
Cat's
Right.
fire.
Yes.
Giant.
Right. So, this one has come up, and there's a lot of liquid that is flooding all over it, and it doesn't like that. So it starts yowling.
Oh.
Poor
A
Fuego cat.
lot of steam, I imagine.
I also imagine.
A lot of probably very foul-smelling steam.
Yeah.
Or poisonous.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes. So there is some poisonous smoke vapor steam coming in. Happily, remember? Ceiling's still open. Everything's fine.
Great. Okay. Okay.
Evacuate.
It's happening. It's happening.
So, Sweet Paloo is going to try to fly and attack someone. Is that a 1 or a 7? That's a 7, right?
That is a 1.
Sweet Palouse has a lot of the punch, apparently.
That's why he has to roll.
Oh,
But I thought
wow.
it was mostly just going to be to show me the flavor of his flying, which I guess is what it's doing.
Just straight into the ground.
Well, so the ground is now covered in poison,
Oh no, okay, maybe not straight into the ground.
which is on fire.
Sorry,
catwalks.
I might have muttered something that's not safe for wizard students.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just on fire poison.
They host Ack Inc. on
That's
this channel.
okay.
Yeah.
Next. Let's see if we can get it also freezing.
All right. So,
So,
I think Sweet Paloo is in distress.
I think so too.
There are a lot of people who are now just kind of panicking and running out. Snack,
Yeah. This way. There's a door here.
Varl the factory worker pokes his head back out. It's like, is this a good time?
For what?
Can I join the party? I hear shouting and cheers.
Can you help these people evacuate?
ask him if
Okay.
he wants to join our party. We could use some extra help.
Does-
Grab a sword.
So he's looking and it's like, oh, actually, you're not supposed to burn the poison.
Oh, he's a helper.
Yeah.
So yes, Varl is going to help evacuate.
Open that door.
Yeah, Varl's on it.
Maybe he knows what was in that vat.
I think he does. I think that's why he said you're not supposed to light it on fire. Oh no.
So,
I think Mora might look down at this point and feel partially responsible for the.
You didn't summon the giant tunneling Fuego cat.
Yeah, we're mostly not responsible.
Burrowing, pardon me.
I feel partially responsible for drunk people falling into vats.
sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
That was the fire guy.
that's true. But Candy is mostly responsible. Partially, I said.
So, it's Donde, and then possibly Chelavar, and then possibly Jinsen, and then possibly Mora.
Okay.
All right. So still nobody close enough. Nobody close to me. I was just thinking that I've got like all these pile of vials of poison beside me.
And this is the refined stuff, not the raw materials that it's burning down below you.
How far away is like where the 2 demons and
I mean, you could throw it at Candy.
that's true. Where's Candy? How far away is Candy? Is Candy like
You
within
can throw it at Candy.
throwable?
Yeah.
Okay. I will I don't know what this poison. Like it's called poison, so it's probably bad. I haven't done a lot of research.
It's not a contact poison.
As to what poisons do what, but I am
Okay.
going to throw the vials. Candy, you suck.
This is your time to roll your d20.
Yeah. This would be just a regular, like, ranged attack, I guess?
This is a ranged attack. And you may make a gnome baiting roll if you like.
Alright, well, my ranged attack is not good. It's like a 11.
Okay, so I think the vial just sails past her, possibly
Okay.
over her head.
Alright. And my gnome baiting is a 6, so I'm better at baiting elves than gnomes, I guess.
Apparently. All right, so you're still in position. You still have the rock.
I'm still in position. It's not, I guess, our portion of the pentagram is still active.
Yeah,
It's still lit up. It's just the Bonton's part is stopped.
right.
Okay.
So that the two lines coming from him that are down.
Might as well be in position so that if Bonton can activate his, it'll go immediately.
Chelavar does nothing this round.
Okay, that's what I was hoping for.
Does he appear to be less frozen than he was before?
He still appears frozen.
Okay.
Jensen's like, are we done? Like she's dangling from a rope.
Hold on!
Okay.
I don't think we're done yet.
For someone who's really devoted to this, Jensen's kind of feeling like, oh, I'm only really halfway in. Like, or maybe we're finished. Who knows?
She's
Pub?
there's smoke from poison rising up here. I didn't bring any sort of filter mask.
You've got to be in this to win this, Jensen. Hang in there.
Says the guy who failed the pentagram.
Oh, don't start with me. I've had to eat 2 fireballs.
A lot of stuff happening in these 10 seconds here. This round.
Oh boy.
It's my turn.
It is.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What can I do to cause some chaos here?
Well, you've been summoning demons lately.
Yeah, and it's
There's
been
the other kind of demon that you can summon.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that like handy, and I also feel like, I mean, I can probably tank a couple more of attacks just to make sure we're okay.
I have it handy if you just want to summon it.
Can I just see what happens?
No.
Oh. Well, like, how do I do it?
What's this?
I mean, you've been summoning things without knowing what's going to happen all day.
Well, I just don't know how it works.
Right, and you have never known how it works.
Okay.
You know you can do it, and that's it. It's an action. You can summon another demon. You can't control it. You know it's a minor demon. You know it probably won't stay around for too long, most of the time. You know very, very little about this demonic summoning ability. So if you just want to stab somebody with your sword, you should do that.
Yeah, I mean, I have my actual weapons with me, because. So I'm gonna
Shoot him out your sword.
I do have extra weapons, right? So you can.
Must be nice.
All right, well,
Snack has a carving
I
knife.
do get sneak attack though. So,
yes, you do.
Oh, that's good.
Because
That's
he's
good.
certainly within menacing range of 2 small Seamok demons.
Timsy demons.
Zimsy demons.
The
Right,
Seamok
Seamoks
demon-
are much more impressive.
Yeah, the one you met were a trilby.
Right, that's the one that gave me these awesome powers that have never been a problem for me. All right, so I don't think. Let's see.
You never know.
Well, I don't think his. All right, so hold on. I don't think a 12 is going to be a hit.
You are correct.
All right.
12 is not a hit.
All right, what can I do with a bonus action here? Do I have anything that I can
Use an object.
Use an object. Some objects here.
Do you have any of the magic stones
I
to use
do,
those?
but it makes me faster. I'm out of Steve bag charges.
Quick, Dale's collecting D6s
I know he
again.
is collecting D6s again. I'm sorry, Bonton. I'm going to.
We don't know she's going to attack Bonton.
No.
I'm just assuming.
Might just turn around and attack Dande.
because of his awesome gnome baiting.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of bonus actions I can do. Oh wait, I can use an object. Can I try to stab? Can I whiff and then as a bonus action, like fling some parsnips and beef into Trell's face?
Sure.
Cool. Whoomp. Whoosh. Damn. Whoomp. Goodbye, dice. Sorry, Paul.
Wow, that one really went.
Yeah, it's just like that. Okay.
So Candy is unimaginative.
Oh, good.
Wait, don't your demons attack him?
Oh yeah, my demons do attack
I'm
him.
so sorry.
That's okay. Get
Thank you.
Go team.
Go team. That's a miss. That's a miss.
Good effort, team. Good effort. Good effort.
Well done, Jungle King.
And Jungle King Valet.
Good
Yes.
hustle. Good hustle.
All right.
Hustle Jungle Monarchy organizational system.
So I have some D6s coming your way.
Hooray.
Oh no! Ow, 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 ow.
I'd rather get hit with those.
So you may, if you like, attempt a dexterity save.
Sure
No
do.
reason not to now. You're not concentrating at the moment.
Exactly. That's a d20. Thank goodness. Let's roll the right die. 7.
Well, plus.
0.
Oh, okay.
So I continue to roll above average. Sorry.
It's fine. It's the dice.
It's the dice. So 37 points of damage to
Oh, I'm at 30.
So you're at 0.
I'm at 0.
Oh well, time
Oh.
to break formation.
you.
So,
So I think something
yeah.
helpful happens.
something helpful happens.
Oh?
So all this time, the reason I've been getting my robe on is because I really like this. You've been watching me wear Bonton's helpful robe.
Yeah.
Oh.
This dark black robe was given to Bonton by Abu Nihar. The name Bonton is embroidered on the inside near the collar line.
Aw.
There's more details, but let's talk about this part. If you're wearing the item and either are attuned to the robe, which I would be, or have Abu Nihar's magical tattoo, which I definitely do, then when you drop below 1 hit point, you must add an X below and then roll a D100.
Oh boy.
This can only be good.
Yeah. Good things happen when
I
you roll a
need
D100. How many X's
percentiles.
are there already?
There would be 0. I think
No.
this is the first-
There are 12 now.
Oh, gee.
If you roll a
Number
number,
at least as high as the number of X marks, then you have 1 hit point. At least as high. And then I tell Dale, if you roll lower, then you're unconscious with 2 failed death saves.
Oh
So you want to roll over 12.
I want to roll over 12.
You want to roll 12 or over?
12 or over.
That's fine.
Yep. How hard can this be?
33.
All right.
So you're at
So,
1.
Tell Dale.
yes, there is a new patch forming on your robe.
What?
You don't recognize what it is. It's all the other patches on your helpful robe look like what they are. This is some abstract pattern.
With,
Sort of
and
like
it's only 1.
There's only one.
little,
Yes.
Right.
little stick figure with a fireball beside it.
So that was Candy.
And I have 1
are
hit
all
point.
the other patches, are they like,
May I describe a few of them briefly?
yes.
Because there are several silver and gray patches sewn on the outside of this garment, much like a robe of useful things. Things like a silver dagger with the name Bonton etched into the blade, a 10-foot gray wooden pole with the name Bonton carved into it, a ceramic bowl with Bonton's face painted on the bottom containing gray goo. And there are more. And if we ever get a chance to haul these out again, maybe we'll see what they are. So I'm at 1 point.
are they like scout badges?
They're patches sewn on that I can tear off.
Oh, and then they do a thing?
Then they become that thing.
Oh, that's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Got any magic swords on there?
No.
Sorry.
All right. So I think you're done.
I am done.
All right.
Done dying anyway. It's stable.
So Cavern Sora has scrambled up and is now hanging on to the edge of the vat and was going to throw herself over, but sees that her floor is on fire. Says, "A little help down here, please."
So drop into the vat of poison or drop into the floor of foaming poison.
Snack, could you help me out here, please?
What?
Now it's your actual turn, Bonda.
It's my actual turn. All right. I tear off the new patch with the abstract pattern.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I have 0 Fs to give at this point.
Okay. So, a female human appears. She is wearing a black dress,
Okay.
and her skin is gray.
Okay.
And she says, "How may I serve you?"
Do you see that spellcaster who's been throwing fireballs at me all day like she can't run out?
And you're pointing at Candy.
Yes, I am.
I see a gnome.
Kill that gnome.
What?
I don't know what I've summoned.
Maybe it'll keep Candy busy.
I hope so.
Yeah, Candy sees it, so like, ah!
What on earth?
Okay, so, the light kind of goes dim when you do this.
Okay.
And at first, you thought maybe this was an effect of just being almost dead. And then you were thinking, maybe this is an effect of whatever necromantic awesomeness my dear teacher has done for me.
Yes.
But then you realize there's a silhouette of a dragon covering the hole in the roof.
Oh,
Is this Melshaxa?
I hope so.
So it is not, because Melshaxa is green, and this is brown. In fact, this dragon is made of wood. And there's a hat on this dragon's head. It's kind of a metal, it's a conical matrix, and it has a dragonborn inside. And then you realize there's this smokestack that you thought was something on its shoulder. And this is the One True Throix Bakery. And its chest, there are some shutters that are thrown open, and it's Ola Crocksmith in there, and she waves to you.
I'm dying!
I'll help! And so Hyavern Kava is controlling the giant burrowing Fuego cats from the hat on this wooden dragon.
They definitely did not get planning permission for this.
Stars.
I feel like I should have known it wasn't Melshaxa. She's not a micromanager. She'd be like, you work it out.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yes. That's very much her style. So, it's Snack's turn.
What will you do with all this new information?
I'm just
Like, so are we doing the crystal things?
Bonton, what the heck?
I'm not the one flying it. Ask them.
What was in that hat?
I didn't make that. Did I make that? Surely not. Surely it wasn't me.
Are you gonna pick up your thing again?
I did. My turn's over.
I know.
Let me catch my breath and sure, I'll be right with you.
Hold, I guess.
All right, so Marcello continues to act like a powerful paladin wizard guy and ease people out of the vats and help them up away from the flaming poison floor. Trell continues to act like the great hero that he is and attack the demon summoner.
I can take a couple more hits. Please help me.
15 you said hits?
That's my armor class.
So if you don't dodge this, it's 12.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna dodge it.
that? Yeah.
And that one is a miss.
Oh, okay.
See, you're
Okay,
fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Ow, 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 ow. I'm still holding up my end of this bargain here.
Jaffa's like, Candy, can you please use your magic to help all these people who are down in the burning poison? She's like, I've got more important things to do.
That are down in the burning poison because of what you did.
No, that was the Fuego cats. Candy didn't light that on fire for once.
Well, they wouldn't be down in the poison, though. They
She hadn't set off a fireball.
They jumped out of the way of the fireball.
Candy's whiz stat is. I feel like whiz is her dump stat.
So,
She dumped the whiz.
that is correct.
I've made a
Wisdom.
sorcerer before.
8.
Wow.
Gee, that's lower than mine!
Have I not been playing that?
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, all right.
Mora, but
Good
less.
job, lowest characters forever.
Mora, but less wisdom and more fireballs. Is basically what we're dealing with here.
Holy crap.
So,
good.
happily,
Hell.
it's the giant burning Fuego cat's turn.
Oh, good.
Speaking of fireballs,
Oh, good.
The two that are okay.
So,
I mean, it was angry. It wasn't dead, I hope.
I don't know.
there's poison pouring out of that vat, but the Fuego cat can move away from it. And all 3 of the Fuego cats that are here are going to start targeting people with their fiery breath.
Indiscriminately.
No. Because remember, Yavrin Kava
Is controlling it
Yes.
from,
Okay.
from the hat on top of the flying
Yeah,
bakery.
okay.
Yes.
When you said control, I was like, well, there's levels of control.
Yes, and that's in evidence because she's trying to do a lot of things all at once.
Is she?
Especially since 2 more giant burrowing Fuego cats show up. So,
Bakery's back to avenge its fallen brethren.
It's fallen brethren.
Thank you. I knew there was a pun there.
That's so good.
Thank you for finding it.
professional comedian.
Yeah, we try.
All right.
Oh my god.
So, basically, there's a lot of fire, and many of the catwalks are burning.
Good. That's
That's an improvement.
So, the good news is that none of you are targeted by any of the flaming breaths.
Oh no, what
Great.
about some of the guests, though?
Well, so Yavrin Kava is doing her best, but she's also trying not to destroy the poison vats because she wants this factory.
Right.
She's trying to get people out and not destroy what she considers to be hers.
Right.
But she's prioritized not hurting you guys, and perhaps is regretting that decision because things aren't completely going her way.
Has the concept of insurance been invented in Waterdeep yet?
I believe you mentioned it once several sessions ago.
Yeah.
If it has been, they're certainly not going to insure anything outside of the city limits. You may recall this is actually east of the Troll
Right.
Wall. She got a much better deal building it out here. Her grandfather insisted on being in a nice protected area, and she sold that factory, built this one that's bigger, and made a profit.
smart.
to be fair, this is probably a circumstance that you wouldn't count on.
I feel like this is covered under acts of God.
At least acts of cousin.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fire. Someone who's suffering badly from it is Sweet Paloo.
Oh, is he? I'm glad to see we're all in the same boat, Paloo.
So he got caught in something, and he's like, "Oh, I know what to do! It's stop, drop, and roll!" So his wings disappear, and he falls into the burning poison, and he's rolling around, not doing very well. I feel like he has had kind of a null contribution to this fight.
It's been fun to watch.
Well,
It's completely
Good.
completely neutral involvement.
He must have been a new hire.
no, he was the one that, he was too badly injured to come along the first time you met the Righteous Principals because they were just coming from a fight with Coral.
Oh, I wonder how he got so badly injured.
Maybe being a dumbass.
Maybe so.
Isn't
All
that
right, so
prerequisite to join the Principals? Sorry, Dave.
people are fleeing. Also, more of the poison is catching on fire. I think that everyone who had fallen in has now been rescued with the possible exception of Yavrin Sora. And
I'm staunchly pretending not to hear her.
the poison vats are going to be blazing very soon. I feel like there are bits and pieces of fire everywhere. One place that hasn't been hit hard by fire, for one reason or another, is where you are.
Oh, great.
So you're there, standing next to the punch bowl,
Yep.
and so far, there has been no fire that has been directed at you. I just thought I'd point that out.
Aren't you lucky?
That's so nice.
You might want to kick that alcohol over the side,
Why?
because then it's not near you if it catches on fire.
I mean,
It's a catwalk, right? It'll just pour onto the ground.
if you catch it, if you kick it over the side, it's not an if. It's like that you're knocking it into fire, right?
It will catch fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The catwalks are also on fire at this point.
Yeah.
You have an easy way of escape because you are right next to the door.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that you
Good.
understood that.
Okay.
Aren't we fancy?
Okay, here's the plan. I think if Chelavar doesn't move on this turn, we should probably get out of here before we get blown up.
Oh yeah, things explode.
Yeah.
Right.
I've done a bad job of illustrating that, haven't
No,
I?
it's yeah. This is you're all building to a crescendo here. I can hear it. So
Is that what that noise is?
I thought it was just and Asimar being like, "Stop, drop, and roll! Ow, 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 ow!" And then like the smell of a burning pillow because they're stuffed with feathers,
Yes.
wings.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah. And on the
Bend
run.
on the
That's good.
It's
Sorry.
Dante's turn.
All right. So, okay, so we're trying to maintain this thing still, right? Or
So Mora has just shouted, if he doesn't move, we're out.
right, but it hasn't gone his turn yet. So I got. I guess
Is anyone attacking you?
no.
Someone's attacking me?
I know.
He's trying to get their attention.
And
I've been trying to get their attention. But I can't move.
You've sent some sort of golem vampire
I don't know how
after.
fast that thing is.
We'll find out.
But so you're saying there's no fire by Snack.
Right.
What's the fire situation like in Dande's area? Is it like
Different from the way it is by Snack.
Vis-a-vis your own fur.
Yeah.
is it,
You are not currently on fire.
I'm not currently on fire. Excellent. I trust that you'll update me if that changes.
It's on my list.
Do I have a? If I was to be escaping, do I have a route out of the building at the moment that's not covered in fire?
Oh. Until that last bit, I was going to say yes.
Ah.
But the reason I think the yes is justified is you can be very quick.
Okay.
And if you run really quickly through an area covered in fire, you're probably going to be mostly fine.
Okay. In that case, I guess I'll throw more poison at Candy. You know what? Candy! Screw you!
You're doing God's work, Bonson, or Dante.
Make your roll.
I'm trying. Nope, that's a natural one.
Oh, fun. So what happens with your natural one? Does it bonk Bonton's summons on the back of the head? Does it...
They hit a bystander.
I feel, yeah, it's considering that everything's on. Yeah, I probably.
Maybe it hits the gerbil.
Oh no! Oh no!
Gerbil is just kind of on one of the catwalks looking around. There's fire everywhere.
And maybe they land like beside the gerbil, but they don't break, and the gerbil can like grab one and take it. I don't
Runs
know.
off with a bag of poison.
I don't know. I
So
don't want to drop poison on a gerbil.
Oh, you rolled a 1, didn't you?
Well, I should have thought of that before I rolled a 1.
So I feel like there is nothing but good news here. Because summoned creatures, such as the gerbil, go back to where they came from when they are killed
You
here.
know what? That's great. Yeah.
And it taking very, very little to kill this gerbil at this point.
It probably. Yeah. Okay.
And so you have managed to send it away from the place where it's breathing poisonous smoke.
I perform a gerbil unsummoning.
Yes.
It goes back to Mrs. Whippletree's third grade class terrarium.
That's very humane of you, Dande, to have done that. I'll be sure to haunt you from beyond the grave.
You have helpers.
I
I have the Jungle King and his valet.
All right.
Yes, team helper. Okay, so Chelavar does nothing. Jensen's like, I'm having trouble breathing. I'm calling it. She starts climbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Mora.
Helpers, attack that thing. My helpers get to go.
Trell,
attack.
is it?
Trell.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's your dice.
All right.
First of all,
Attack that thing. Troll's like, hey.
My name is Trell.
Oh, I hit. 2 points of damage.
Oh.
I'm
What are they?
going.
What are they rolling? A D2?
Yes.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm gonna miss.
Your helpers have done 7 points of damage to Trell.
Mora's
helpers-
done.
They're the only
helpers
ones
have
they've
done a
been. They're the only ones who've done any damage to any of them, I think.
I mean, he's a level 7 fighter, so he's got more than 7 hit points. But
And I am going to. I'm going to take as a bonus action. I'm going to try to run the hell away out of this flaming thing and towards somebody else.
Moving is just a regular action.
Well, I can disengage as a bonus
Oh, I
action.
see. Right.
oh, okay, that was my next question. All right, so you disengage and you are leaving. Now you don't have a completely clear path between you and the non-burning area near the punch bowl.
No, that's true.
So you can try to run through the fire to get close to the punch bowl, or you could leap over the railing into the burning poison below and try to run into the warehouse.
I think I'll do not that.
Yeah, or you could grab for some bunting and try to swing.
All of that. Well, I mean, I have very high dexterity, actually. But I feel like I'm going to... Oh, wait, I'm stupid. How would I actually do this? Could I grab some bunting and try to swing over to a non-fiery part?
Yes. There is one non-fiery part.
And that's over by Snack?
Yes.
And I could bring him, like, because I do
sounds
have...
badass.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I get, like, a bonus. I have a bonus to dexterity. I assume that would be a dexterity check?
I also assume it would be a dexterity check.
Okay, great. And I have inspiration.
Yes,
and
you
I'm
have.
I'm gonna say some wise parting words to Trell as I try to swing away from him and hopefully not die. So I'm gonna be using my inspiration on this roll.
All right.
Hey, Trell, smell you later.
Truly, words to live by.
6 seconds to think them up. Like,
Oh, great. Okay, well, I'm glad I rolled. I roll a 12 on that.
So a 12.
Plus.
No, that's with.
Oh.
I used my inspiration. I rolled a 9 and a 7.
oof.
So a 12 is enough that when you miss, you can grab the floor as the bunting swings away.
Okay, I'll do that and scrabble up.
You totally see this happen.
Okay.
I think you haven't had time to scrabble up yet, but
Okay.
but that is in your future, I think.
Okay.
I'll help when I'll help when my turn is up.
The demons are like, so we'll just keep fighting this guy?
Yes, please, thank you. You're doing a great job.
Okay.
Good quarterly performance reviews are forthcoming.
That sounds sucky.
Oh wait, they're demons. I'll give you each a bag of pig's blood.
Awesome.
Get in there.
All right. So Candy was going to just cast another fireball at you,
Oh, that's good.
but she's now distracted.
She's not as creative as I thought. Okay, good.
So, oh, Candy. All right.
What could possibly be distracting her?
I mean, that's some sort of weird.
Lady-looking undead thing.
It's like Morticia Adams, is what I'm imagining.
Gray skin.
I am too. Now that's awesome.
Except like 3 feet tall. She's a gnome.
Oh no!
Oh no,
no,
you're
no.
talking about the human. Oh,
talking
right.
about the human.
Oh,
Talking
that's
about
much better.
my patch entity.
Yeah, because Candy's all in white.
So I love the idea that it's like what we all been imagining, that it's like, oh yeah, by the way, she's 3 feet tall. It's like, wait, what?
No, I misunderstood what you were saying. All right. So Candy casts a spell and it disappears.
Ah, that's what she does. She's not even helping people. She's such a jerk.
She is.
She's also not a team player.
No, she's not. Poor quarterly performance reviews for that one, I
The
think.
principals don't seem like pals, really.
No.
Snack, I'm still down here. Help me out. This is Yappensora. There's fire everywhere.
Oh, right. We don't like her, do we?
You said you're working for us now.
She hasn't actually done anything bad to us,
I feel like letting
except
her,
for working for Chelavar.
I feel like letting
She
her die is
herself
like,
hasn't actually done anything bad to us.
Ask her if she's figured it out yet.
Yeah.
Just really, like at this point, do you
I was-
not
I
understand?
was just going to say, like, I did say that.
It's like,
yes.
I thought you were one of the smart ones.
I think it's definitely a snack style thing. It's like, yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
She's the one who moved the factory outside the city limits.
She said she was one of the smart ones.
She said she was one of the smart ones, yes. All right, so anyway, that was her turn.
They often think
on
that.
Bonten's turn,
my God.
this woman comes forward and grabs something you can't see and starts trying to rip the top of something off.
Oh, Candy just went invisible.
Also, there's somebody else in the.
Yeah, that's the one true
Oh,
throw.
right. That's the
That's the bakery.
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 The bakery, which is an initiative.
Yes.
Okay, and that actually, now I'm thinking of, I was thinking about how do I get away, and now I'm like, I need to be cautious about how I get away.
So Candy is being held and gnawed on. And I think that's all you can tell.
Okay, that's sweet.
Neat.
And it's your turn, but that happened on your initiative.
What's the fire sitch in my domain?
It is unlike the fire sitch in Mora's domain, which is also Snack's domain.
Which is,
None.
there's
Ours is none. Yours is
Yours
some.
is some.
should be a whole bunch of fire, I would assume, yeah. Cool.
No. You are not currently on fire.
Okay.
You have
It's coming up.
You have a single
It's,
HP.
it's not on
Yeah.
your copy of the initiative.
How far is the... How far do I have to go to get to where Snack and Mora are?
Some far. What do you have in mind?
Like, if I tried to do the same thing that Mora just did, and of course
Oh,
I'm not
it
trained
looks
athlete.
super easy. Just grab and swing
So I'm only 1 point away on the
on the bunting.
on the pentagram.
The Bunting
Alternately, how high up is the wooden dragon? Is the one true Throix?
So the ceiling is 20 feet. The roof is 20 feet above the catwalks, which are 20 feet above the floor, and then the dragon is sort of peering in the top. This sort of mecha bakery.
Neat.
I wonder what happened to the other two.
They're probably
bakeries.
part of it. Oh no, maybe not.
No.
You can ask her when you're out of combat.
Yeah.
We missed the bakery dragon fight.
I feel like either I attack Candy, who is hidden as a thing,
And grappled.
and grappled, which means it should be a lot easier for me to attack her.
You should probably heal yourself, though.
I should probably also heal myself, which is the other problem. Or I can get the hell out of here by tearing a rope off of my robe and then trying to throw it up to the dragon and seeing if they can haul my ass out of here.
I think you should heal yourself.
I feel like I should heal myself. Okay, Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Cast level 3. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. I need 3d8.
You still have my D8 down there.
Oh, I give it back. Oh.
It did not make it all the way back.
All right. So are you doing anything else, or are you just
Yes,
gonna?
I'm also
okay.
going to cast my spiritual weapon, which is I could cast two. I could cast 2 heals. That would be better, wouldn't it?
If one of them
I'm
is a
really
bonus
low.
spell and one of them is a cantrip.
One of them, Cure Wounds, would be an action, and Healing Word, which is a first level evocation. Can't do that.
You know.
Okay, so it's a bonus action, but it's first level.
Right.
Okay, so I can't do that. So I can do Cure Wounds and Spiritual Weapon. So I cast Spiritual Weapon where Candy should be, and then I can make a melee spell attack against a creature.
Great.
And I'm going to do that. I rolled a 5, even with all my stuff. Well, I don't know.
Candy's grappled.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it swings.
11 it would be, so yeah.
I think that you manage to give your summons advantage. We'll just go with that.
Okay, that sounds good. And then I will heal myself.
Well,
Okay.
you gotta do the advantage then.
Oh,
No. But when
when it's its turn.
it has advantage.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So then I will cast
So-
Cure Wounds on myself, and
right.
then we can move on.
Right. And moving on is the bakery's turn, and you see Hyavrin Kava kind of being jolted a bit, and it's like, hey, you're moving a lot. And Ola Crocsmith is like, this is important. And the roof of the poison factory kind of gets torn open, and then this giant hand comes for Bonton. It's like, I've got you, sweetie.
That's amazing.
And this.
Didn't realize we had this deeper relationship already, but I'm not one to look a gift dragon in the mouth.
So you can try to leap out of the way as the hand is trying to pick you up.
I will not.
Okay.
I will be acquired by this weird wooden thing, and hope it
Yes.
doesn't crush me to death.
I'm sure it's quite delicate.
As Bond is being picked up, please heal me at some point.
So, Snack,
Hey.
you're next to a very alcoholic bowl of punch that isn't currently on fire.
Oh, that's a refreshing change of pace from everybody else. I help Mora up the catwalk.
All right. There are also some vegetables on the vegetable plate, if you'd...
Tempting.
Just making sure you know your options.
Do you need another weapon? It might be a particularly big zucchini.
I assume there's some sort of skewer.
All right. So you help
yeah.
Mora up.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mora, you are also up and...
Not on fire.
Not on fire.
And just to
exciting.
clarify, Mora was hanging on the floor of the catwalk.
Yes.
Hyavrin Sora is hanging on the edge of a poison vat.
Yes. 10 feet below.
Yeah, I can't even reach her.
Right.
So,
Give up?
darn. What a shame. All right, help Mora up.
All right. And if you want to, you can leave.
Well, you seem to be okay. Jensen's out of here. How's Donde? What sitch are you in?
There's fire around, but I could probably get out.
Okay.
You have great climb too, don't you?
Yeah.
Then I have to assume that whatever we are doing to Televar worked successfully, and let's not be in this room anymore before it explodes.
What about, where's Joffo? Where's Marcello? I don't really care about Trell and...
How are they
So,
doing?
they're next.
Right.
So if you're leaving the room, I need to know before I tell you what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
Or you're staying in until your next initiative.
I mean, if you're leaving, does that mean you're taking Mora with you? Like
Nope.
you're carrying her out? No.
No.
Well, then, no, I'm not just gonna
Okay.
take off.
So, Marcello...
But I'm ready to go at a moment's notice, but like, come on, let's go.
Marcello is going to help Hyavrin Sora up because he's got his quarterstaff and he's
Okay.
lying on a burning catwalk and holding it down so that she can reach up and grab it.
Okay.
So she's going to get up onto the burning catwalk with him.
Okay.
That's what Marcello does. Trell fights some demons. Jaffo's like, Marcello, we gotta go! And he's running.
So Joffo and Marcello are taking care of each other then? Sort of.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
because I was going to rescue them if they needed to.
pretty sure Jaffo's just taking care of Marcello. No one is taking, like, Marcello's not taking care of
Okay,
anything.
but the point
Well,
being...
he's taking care of Hyavrin Sora.
I guess that's
okay,
fair. yeah.
they're okay, but like...
They're the good guys.
Joffo's not stranded on a burning platform and we're not going to leave him here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a nice guy.
And now there are 5 giant burrowing Fuego cats who breathe fire.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wait, no, they can't all breathe fire this round.
Only 3 of them can
Oh,
breathe
they
fire?
can take a round off.
2 of them
fire.
can breathe fire. The other 3 can sort of prowl around in the poison down below and reach up and claw at people.
They can only breathe fire every
So
round.
it needs to refresh.
Right.
Giant
and I-
means giant. Wow.
Yeah, because the normal Fuego cats are like Smilodons.
Yeah.
And these are bigger than that.
Yes. They're not large. They're giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are huge.
Yeah. When you said that they could reach up and paw at things on the
Yeah.
the catwalks, I'm like, that's 20 feet up.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Think Baxter, but on fire.
And 20 feet long.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, 5
All
feet
right.
longer than normal.
So, just to move things along, we'll say that now there are plenty of catwalks burning and all 9 poison fats are on fire. And Hyavrin Kaha's like, that was too much fire!
Yes!
So, Sweet Paloo gets his wings back, but he himself is still on fire. but he's just gonna fly out of the building. He's like, I should stop, drop, and roll somewhere that isn't the fire.
Did it help him sober up a little bit?
He got there.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
I've never been on fire before, or drunk, so I have no idea if they complement each other.
I've never been both at the same time.
Yeah.
Things start exploding.
Glad I'm by the door.
I'm in the warm embrace of something made of wood.
Oh, good.
So the catwalk supporting structure starts collapsing.
Oh.
So, for example, in Candy and
Karamia.
the woman in whose embrace she is fall into the burning poison.
Damn. Well,
It's going to be really hard to find.
I'm sure the spell will stop working when she's dead.
it might be a concentration spell for all I know. So
Yeah.
she might decide to stop concentrating.
So there's lots of fire. Things are burning. The area where you two are standing is still somehow unaffected by the fire, but only just.
Yeah.
It is coming for you rapidly.
It's also, we're right by the door, so presumably we're holding, the catwalk's holding on.
Right.
Yeah.
So we should leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick you up and carry you next week.
How-
When I get to go.
How much? How many of
You don't need
the
to pick me
actual
up,
like
I can
civilians
Well,
are still
I'll go way
around?
before you.
At this point,
So I can just
everybody
stack up on
who everybody's basically out or getting out,
Okay.
because the only people who fell have been rescued by Marcello and Joffo.
Right, and everybody who was just
Everybody
on the
who's-
catwalk is gone.
Yeah,
They were
because
able
once
to get
everything started going
Okay.
crazy, they're just like, we're gonna wait in the other room,
out.
and then they just left.
I mean, I hope they
I
left.
don't want to offend.
Yeah, as long as they're not in the next
Yeah.
room of an exploding poison
I guess
factory.
the big thing is, so try to make it to the door. The big thing is, like, if like Marcello and Joffo are now trapped because stuff has started breaking, I would like to attempt to help them. If they are okay, then I will just go for the door.
So they were helping Hyavrin Sora, who was on the part of the platform near where Snack was, because she was there with Chelavar, who had just walked there.
Okay.
So they have a direct route through fire to the door. And they have not left yet.
Okay. But they okay.
You, on the other hand, do not have a direct path to the door.
Right. Okay. So my path is through. There's fire and nasty stuff in between me and them.
Yes.
And wherever I'm trying to get to the door.
So you're
Through the
basically going to
fire and
have to do
Some sort of acrobatic
right.
jumping.
And the most direct way would be through some of the fallen, like, bits and pieces. But if you did the jump, you'd probably just bump into stuff.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
So I guess I'm trying to. I guess I want to jump. I can double my double my normal jump distance.
Wow.
Using a monk ability, and I can double my speed using my tabaxi ability. So I'm hoping with the combination of those two things, I can
Leap across the room?
I can leap very far.
So if you want to go help, like, the rather badly injured Hyavrin Sora, as well as...
Okay. Yes. Okay.
so you could leap to over there, or you could leap to the center platform, which is more stabilized, and then run onto the catwalk where they are, because you said you wanted to help them.
yes. Okay. If I can get to them and help, and they're in need of help,
Okay.
I shall do that.
All right. So make your leap.
All right. Let's do this. So this is like a dex or acrobatics check. Or
Yes,
something?
it is.
All right.
Do well.
You know what? Oh no, I can use this afterwards. Okay, let's try this. That is not well. This is not great.
Oh no.
You have a point of inspiration for making up NPCs.
That's true.
That's
So I can re-roll with that, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do that. This might go bad, but we'll try it. That's worse. That's a shame. Okay, so that's like a 13.
So, with a 13, you have a couple of things that might happen. You might be leaping straight and true, but fall short and fall into the vat that they just pulled Cavern Sora out of,
Which is on fire.
which is on fire.
Okay.
Or, if you have some way of using monk stuff to pass through solid objects, you could get to the center platform.
I do not have that. I do not have a pass through solid objects thing. Does that make me incorporeal? I didn't think that's what that did. But you know what? Let's give it a shot. All right. Dande is feeling really good about this and starts glowing.
What?
Sorry, what?
Starts glowing gold.
What?
And briefly turns his body into positive energy.
Huh?
So,
Ooh. And I rolled an 8 for a thing that might happen if I actually get to anybody.
right. All right, well, being made of pure energy instead of solid matter sounds relevant.
Okay.
So, this golden glow in the shape of a cat
Yes.
lands on the center platform.
And then I'm going to run very fast in whatever way I can to where they're helping
Yes.
people up.
Okay.
And being sort of attempting to, I guess, get not inside them, but like I'm grabbing
you
them.
You can sort of put the energy through them as you're going through.
Yes.
Yes. Which,
By the way, when you land on the center platform, Chelavar is still just there.
yeah,
Just still.
just completely non-moving.
Huh, I guess it worked.
I'm gonna go around Chelavar.
Okay.
Had to work.
You're not going to infuse him with positive energy right
I
now?
just feel like he's probably got enough.
He's probably got a lot of positive energy
Yes,
going
he
on
has.
right now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna run up to them and put my hands on them to infuse them with positive energy, which I believe heals 8 points of damage to them.
Yes. So, Marcello kind of freaks out, but the positive energy feels really good. He's like, oh, that's, oh no. Oh yes, that's good.
And you should always trust things that feel really good.
Yes.
Yeah, Marcello learns such good lessons. All right, so you have done that, and Cavern Sora is healed up, 8 points, and people are, I mean, there's smoke problems, but you guys will deal with that later.
Yeah.
I think that's all of Donde. I think Chelavar is out of the fight. I think Jinsen climbs out of the roof and kind of looks over at what's going on there and leaves.
Does he climb to the bakery or just leave?
Just leaves.
The bakery flies.
No, the bakery is gymongous and has climbed up onto the
Climbed
roof.
up. Thank you.
There are wings.
Yes.
But it's like I don't have the wings working yet.
I see. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm going to take Jinsen out of the fight. She's just leaving. Mora, you're just going to stand there, I assume?
No, I'm gonna pick up Snack and we're gonna run out.
Okay. Snack under one arm, punch bowl under the other.
No, I'm gonna leave the punch behind. I feel like
Okay.
it's done its job.
All right. Are
Snack
you
I
stacking?
voluntarily, but yes, Snack clambers up on top.
All right.
Let's peace.
Just holding onto your mohawk, I guess.
What does Candy
ow,
do?
ow, 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 as you're like yanking my hair.
Nobody
You
knows.
don't know.
Good.
Cavern Sora, freshly healed, is like, out of my way, and runs out.
Oh, on her own. Okay.
Yeah, and Yavrin Kava's like, what? She's getting away!
That sounds like a you problem, Kava.
Boynton.
Okay, how in danger are they right now? Like, are you guys in an easy way to leave or not?
Yes.
I think it's pretty easy for us to leave. There might be a bit of fire, but we can make it.
I mean, they were with Yavrin Sora,
Yeah.
who just left.
Okay, good. That's mostly because I was like, if we're in a position of whatever, then we can throw down a rope to you and haul you out. But if you don't have to do that, I'm not going to bother.
You're in this giant wooden hand.
Yep. It's very safe. I'm not even sure if I need to do anything at this point.
Okay.
So,
Well, in that case, the bakery pulls you out,
yeah.
and the giant hand puts you in the control cockpit with Ola. It's kind of snug in there. And she closes the shutters. And I guess that's all any of you know. And the dragon climbs down off the poison factory. I think I'm going to take you out of initiative.
Sounds good. Thank you. The name's Bon. 10.
So,
That is a very Bond thing to do, yeah. Don't cover anyone else, the place explodes.
at this point, I think you guys leave. The fire finally catches up. Marcello leaves now. Trell runs to the edge and starts climbing a roof. Joffo leaves.
Is he still pestered by the demons?
Yes.
Good. I hope he's distracted. I hope he might fall a couple times. Like he still gets out, but like it's not graceful.
Right.
It's kind of embarrassing on a personal level.
Yeah.
Joffo gets out. The giant burning Fuego cats.
I don't much care for them.
Oh. Wow, one of them has refreshed its fire, and Yavrin Kava directs it to breathe after her cousin, who just ran out the door
Right.
that you guys ran out of.
Yep.
So, happily for you, the fire doesn't reach outside the door. It just sort of gets up to the vegetable table and stops
Where it hits the punch bowl.
where it hits the punch bowl. Now, Kathleen, as the architect of this punch bowl, would you care to tell us what happens?
Oh yes. At first, nothing happens. As people
calm.
realize what has happened, and there's an intake of breath. Perhaps Trell, still climbing up the roof, hampered by his efforts, says, "Oh my," as the fire hits the punch bowl, and then like a beautiful white blue flame starts out very small and then gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you see like in the smoke and flame that arises, there's like what was that orc's name?
Thog.
Thogs. You can almost see like an orcish face. It looks maybe a little bit like Thog as it erupts into an enormous explosion, and just the punch bowl goes flying and probably actually hits the king of the jungle's valet and just turns him into a fine paste. And the table goes flying the other way and splinters against the door, and poor Trell is blown up by the force of the explosion up onto the roof, tumbling, landing, taking at least 2d6 damage from falling, and having a mortal wound to his pride. And then the other king of the jungle is like,
Lovely. Have some inspiration.
Yay!
I'm starting to
great.
think that they're not going to be able to recover this poison factory.
So, All right. I think that there is only one visible person still inside the poison factory.
Is it Dande?
I believe
oh no.
it's Donde. Now, if you like, you can just be in energy form for another round, and as the smoke settles, you can just sort of walk out and then re-solidify. Or if you have a better idea, we can do that.
That seems like a great idea.
So people are outside, and the factory is now very clearly on fire. The bakery has gone off without any of you in it. You don't know what's happening with the bakery. You do, but you don't have to tell us. People are panicking, but there's this large golden coach. It's like 40 feet long, and there are these 4 beautiful white stallions with these great headdresses. And the coach kind of pulls up near you guys. And the driver leans down and is like, "Can I give you a ride out of here? I'm very, very cheap, just 1 copper a week." And I think we're going to end session 8. So thank you for watching, Dice Friends. This has been episode 8 of Dragon's Orders.
Wow, he really leveled up.
And you guys win.
We did. We got there. We're no
Chalavar's
longer.
okay.
Why? We're no longer under contract to a dragon, probably.
Chalavar was
Probably.
like, yeah. I mean, if there was something, if an explosion killed a dragon, which probably doesn't, that was like, we basically perfectly placed, we like paralyzed him and then stuck him in the middle of an exploding poison factory.
Yeah, just laid that on top of him.
He's probably fine, but
He'll wake up in 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, Bonton can deal with it.
I'll be dead by then. Yeah.
That's the spirit.
So, real quick before we log off from the recording, I just wanted to say thank you all for joining us for Dragon's Orders. Thank you, Dale. This has been quite an adventure. If you are following along on these VODs, there won't be a Dragon's Orders next week because of PAX, and then there won't be for a couple weeks following that. While we
Or, not a
figure-
Dragon's
Dice Friends.
Orders.
What?
Dice Friends.
What did I say?
Dragon's
Dragon's
Orders.
Sorry, yes, that was the end of Dragon's Orders. There won't be any Dice Friends for the next little while we figure out what's next on Dice Friends, but it's not going away forever. So just so that you know, if you come next week and you're like, "Well, where's the new Dice Friends?" It's not there, and that's why. But this has been so much fun. Thank you, Dale.
Pleasure.
All right, later.